So Hawaii decided to welcome us this year with a tropical storm, actually several of them. We're talking full-blown storms, flooding on Maui, torrential rain on Kauai, and most of our island time on Maui was actually condo time, but we didn't let a little bit of rain stop us. And whenever it dialed back a little bit to a drizzle, we were able to make a break and go out and explore. I was the driver for the entire trip, so my hands were glued to the wheel, which unfortunately meant that I didn't get a lot of footage, not as much as I wanted to. It was gorgeous, but safety first. So I was able to enjoy it even through the windshield wipers. And the storms left behind some really crazy things. Like before we left Maui, we spotted two boats that had completely washed ashore, and there was this lonely catamaran just bobbing up and down the coast, and we just kept thinking, why didn't it go out to sea, like out into the ocean? And we were just kind of stumped by it. But I did not get a video or a picture of the catamaran, but just take my word, it was really eerie. It was crazy. Last year, when we arrived on Kauai, we went to Duke's, and the food and the views were so incredible. So we decided to do that this year as well, so that Linda and Bonnie could see it and appreciate it too. As for where we stayed, we actually used VRBOs this time instead of hotels because, there's nothing like having actual room to stretch out and, places to go and sit. And instead of 4 women being in one hotel room, we had 2 and sometimes 3-bedroom places to stay, which was really nice. And there was an ocean view at each of those, even though they were pretty far away, but we could still see it. We just kept it really simple as far as food goes. We had a Walmart run for souvenirs, and we also got coffee and yogurt and fresh fruit for breakfast. And then every day for Linner, which is what Linda called lunch and dinner, we would eat sometimes around 2 and 4. And then we would just have little snacky foods in the evening if we were hungry. On the 17th, we went to Oahu because Linda and Patty had never gone. And 2 of the things on their bucket list were the Dole Plantation and the USS Arizona, which the Arizona is just so beautiful and solemn. And it's just a lovely place to go and be. Even though it's briefly, it just really makes you realize like how wonderful it is to be an American and to know that so many people gave up their lives in World War II and, now even. But it was a beautiful sight, very solemn. It was lovely. On the Dole Plantation, we were able to ride the train, which we were so upset because we didn't know we could have paid extra to, be put in a different line to get to going quicker. And it would have just been nice because we had limited time on the island. We just literally flew in for the day and flew out for the night. So one of the things that we also did after the Arizona and the Dole Plantation was we went to Diamond Head. We literally just drove into Diamond Head and turned around and came out because it was too rainy. We could not have hiked even if we wanted to. And then another thing that we did, which was really cute, we drove by the marina where the Gilligan's Island marina was filmed, which was really, really funny. The girls loved that. And then I offered for them to stroll on Waikiki Beach, but they were all so tired from, just the days and days of traveling and all of the flights that we took that they just were ready to go to the airport. And so we just did that and waited to go back to Kauai. And overall, it was lovely and soggy and very memorable trip, but I'll probably be staying stateside next year because my son Matthew is turning 30, and there's no way I'm missing that milestone. So I think Bonnie will go back with her friends, Gary and Linda. And anyway, I'm glad that you got to join us. I want to also point out that if you missed the YouTube short I posted before this, go back and check that out because let's just say the trip started with some comical mishaps that I'm still laughing about and maybe crying. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. And if you'd like and subscribe, that would be great. If not, no worries. I wish you the best in life. Take care.